scuba da ba doo, scuba da ba da boo, scuba da ba dee ba da ba doo ba boo. Alrighty. That sounds good enough. Alright, let's get back to some Isaac. Made some solid progress yesterday. Let's see, what else do we got? Yeah, Bean's a little weird. Let's start out with Isaac. I want to start with something fun. We'll do a dark room run. Hopefully boss rush as well, but no guarantees on that. There we go. Ooh, more bombs. Might as well go Tinted Rock then. I mean, Spirit Hearts are absolutely wonderful. There just is a real part of me that wants to get Small Rock for once. I feel like I have not been getting that lately at all. 1, 2, 1. Let's go. Ba-da-bum. Oh. For Pete's sake, I'm doing that. Get rid of one and this should be significantly less bothersome. I know it's theoretically not best practice to be wasting bombs on bosses that are this easy, but at this point I just want to... Ooh! It's going to be hilarious if after all I've done, I lose my streak to gurgling. That would be a little sad. Sure. Not actually against placenta. Regeneration isn't bad. I'm not Eve or anything, so not a big deal. We'll just... Sure. Still gonna double check though, because if I get a really good item room, I might... I hate this so much. Are you... What is this room? Holy crap. What the hell? What in the world? Like, am I actually supposed to be able to get through this without taking a bunch of damage? This is a crazy room to be dealing with this early. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm dead. Fair enough. Let's do it again. Honestly, even without gurglings doing all that to me, I'm not sure I could have survived that. That's a crazy room. I've never seen that before. I'd need like Azazel to get through that, probably at minimum. And I'm gonna go for more. I'm gonna go for the item room first this time. Yeah, sure. Probably here then. What? Interesting. I mean, I got time for testing. Oh wait, I gotta do boss rush though. No, let's not kill myself. And I can waste bombs a little bit more now. Doesn't matter though if it's something like family. Still gonna use them a bunch, just because I'd rather get to the head. I feel like it's supposed to be at the head already. There we go. I mean, this early, fine. I'll take experimental treatment. Ooh. Not sure if that's damage, but it looks decent at least. Solid chance there's a secret room right there, so I might as well check for it. More bombs, what a time. Yeah. You know, with how many bombs I have, it's worth taking some risks here. Hook of Belial is absolutely wonderful. I think that's, yeah, just free deals with the devil. I can't complain on that. Wait, but I have the D6. Darn it. That does suck, but I'm not giving up the D6. Ooh, but I will have another... Yeah. Use that battery when the time comes. We'll see. We'll see what else I get. I'm not in a hurry on this one. Go. 2 of hearts, not amazing. 4 of my purposes. Wow, I almost screwed that up. Why am I so big? Have I always been this big? Like, since I got experimental treatment or something, maybe? Whoa. Crap. Okay. Yep. Let's get rid of these little guys. I'm a little worried about them. I have a feeling I'm going to get screwed over by one of these little guys. There we are. Nope. Okay. It's getting scarier than it needs to be for Dingle. Okay. Ooh, and regular size again. Not taking telepills. Come on. Well, if it's lump of coal, I'll bear with it. I'm getting real tired of Krampus, though. That much I'll admit. Ooh, Lord of the Pit is not terrible. And I'll use telepills quick just cause. Ooh, I am speedy. And I think I'm gonna... Shielded Tear, sure. Okay. We are in an okay position. That's what I'm going to say for this. Shielded Tears can end up being some of the best items in the game, mind you, so especially if I get something like Ludovico Technique. Whoop, let's not kill myself. I am really happy I got Lord of the Pit, though. Ho ho ho! Ooh, that's a problem. I like Juicy Sack. It's a good item. Well, we'll just have to see if we can survive. Meltdown is rough, but it's what it is. You know, I probably should have waited to get D6 up before I did this. There we are. Deal with a lot of my issues. Mess that up a bit. There we are. I just gotta not get hit by the spiders. Something. Let's see what we get. Well, yeah, I'm taking goat head. Very thankful for the black hearts there. I would have been bummed had I not been able to get that. I'm gonna bet here. Yeah. And that. Sure. Yeah. Not worth it, but that's okay. I mean, I need to go for the, we'll blow you up as well, but, we need to go for boss rush, so I'm taking Flat Penny. Since I gotta go for boss rush either way, it's important I take this at a speedy pace. Luckily, I got bombs to augment my damage a little bit. Obviously, it's not a perfect answer. No, you don't. There we go. Yeah, you can't win against that. Ooh, that's dangerous. Come on. There we go. Alright, not bad. Scapegoat is great, so we're taking punching bag. Hollow is a wonderful one to be dealing with. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take breakfast too. No. Ooh. Let's see if I can't figure something out. We'll do a few more just to give me a chance at another re-roll, because I need to be getting some solid items out of these deals now, or it's gonna just get completely out of control. There we are. Just give me some pennies. That gives me. This will probably be the end of it though, since I need to. Like, once I get this one more D6 proc out, I'm gonna finish it up probably on this floor, just because I don't want to risk losing a bunch of. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for, because I don't want to lose a bunch of time that I might need later. Okay, that hopefully will be just enough, or I'm going to be pretty bummed out. Let's see. Yeah. Shield of Tears is definitely one of those ones you have to be careful about, though, because it can also, it's one capable of ruining a run. It's not a huge likelihood of it happening, just because it is, I mean, it's never going to be terrible, but, well, or rather, the likelihood of it being terrible is on the lower side, usually. But that's not the same as it being impossible. Ooh, that worked out well. Usually I have to be way more careful about that. Hell yeah. I'm telling you. Punching bag, beautiful item. Wow, that's not good. Now, I'm holding out for a better one next floor. At least I've gone through a lot, so it's less likely for me to have problems in the, oh, god damn it. Fine. There we are. There we go. Okay. Weird how nice my damage feels at the moment. It should be way worse, I feel like. Good. Crap, I actually took multiple. That's crazy. It's headless. Come on, you. It's way easier though when you're not having to worry about you know, take it for a sec just to. Hopefully the deal will be good from the start on this, so I can just get a reroll. Ooh, tinted rock, nice. Hell yeah. Gosh, a lot of face masks. Wait a sec. There we go. Are you? I really do not like these guys. Wow. I might actually be screwed. Well, that sucks. And it's the bloat. And it is the fucking bloat. Okay. In its most fucked up glory. And of course it's jumping constantly, so it ruined my chances of getting a fucking... I guess we're just gonna be bombing a lot. I hate the bloat so much. I hate the bloat so much. Well, is what it is. Gosh. You know, for a run I thought wasn't going to be too rough because of the D6. I am not having luck with this. Nah. Rotten Baby's better. I forget what the other one does, but I don't recall it being a particular game changer. Maybe I'll get lucky in double balls of steel. Nope, double are you a wizard. Joy. Luckily I've got Rotten Baby to make up for my inability to hit anything anymore. That's gonna be a problem. There we are. Well, I mean, if you're just gonna give it to me. What? And I mean, I might as well, just because slight chance at a, what would you call that? A cellar door? Something like that. I really do hate Are You a Wizard? It's such a time. And it just lasts so long. Basically saying, like, if you want to do boss rush or do anything of worth, you have to just deal with it. Which, I mean, valid. It's meant to be a bother, but doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. You can enjoy difficulty while simultaneously not enjoying bad luck. This didn't go terribly. Oh, wait up. Sure. This is gonna go quick with the flies, isn't it? That's not done like that. Oh, yeah. Thankfully, this is the first floor. Okay, thank God. Meat is fine. most damage we could ever hope to get. Not even close, but I will take it. There we are. I will take infamy. Damage reduction, especially at this stage. Well, pretty much at any stage, realistically, but at this stage it can be a lifesaver. Ooh, that's not the best. Ooh, Tinted Rock is gonna save our butts probably in this boss fight. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Scared myself there. Oh, monster. I'm still happy to have a Tinted Rock, or a Spirit Heart, even if it's not actually going to do that much for me. Though who knows, maybe Monstro will finally get his hit in. It's bound to happen at some point. Come on, little guy. Come on, fly. There you go. And that'll finish him off. Crap. Keep forgetting to wait until the D6 goes up for deals with the devil. No, I'm not doing that. Well, is what it is. We just need to speed along and hope for the best. I'm not too scared of the dark room, to be frank, but boss rush is gonna be just get more and more bothersome the more careful I am. Oh, come on. It's on me, but darn if that's not. Sucky that I clicked on that. Come on, fly. Okay. Not a great item. There we go. Really is striking just how different caves and all the other areas, all the areas can be just based on really weird stuff. Balls of Steel is wonderful. It's great to know it's in the set of pills we can get this go around. Yeah, there's the candy doing its work. Oh wow, okay. Ooh. Now. We need to be quick about this go around. You we are lucky with that. Okay. What item are we getting? Rom's Bra is terrible, so we are gonna wait on that for a little bit. I got enough keys, I'll see what's up. And that's what. Ooh, battery's good. I will probably end up using that. Gertie's fine, or Gertie Jr.'s fine. Gertie would actually be pretty annoying at this point. Let's not die like that. There you are. And at least there we are. Deal, yeah. Ooh, but Pentagram is great. Okay. And we'll have 2 chances to D6 our way into a better item. Big fan. Great. Wonderful item. I mean, having that big of a protector on us is just... let's see now. Alright. We are... really solid pace. I would call this really solid. And we have solid damage to boot and flies, so we will consider this overall a run with a lot of potential. Which, to be fair, it's not like that's a crazy thing. I should be doing better in the first place. The fact I'm not is just sad on my part. That's enough for a shop item. mean, should get a pill. Full health, sure. And it's out of the... I think that can be in the shop, so it's good that I'm not going to have to worry about getting that, which is good. Obviously useless to me when I have the arguably the best spacebar in the game. Even if I'm not going to the chest, I'd still probably take this over. Yeah, I'm taking Habit. I'm taking Habit any day. Oh, Habit is so good in this context. Let's quickly... Don't need to take 2 damage. 1 will be enough. Though I'll take 2 anyways. Might as well get some more. Sure, blood bag. Alright, now if I can get a deal with the devil off this, I will have plenty to pay and a solid chance at a reroll. Or a guarantee of 1 reroll minimum. Ooh, regular gritty. Interesting. Plus, I have the ability to make Gertie pretty much a joke. There we are. How will I survive the flies? Ooh, that almost screwed me. There we go. Well, she's a big fan there. Oh, yes. Code here. Absolutely. Terrible, terrible. Wow. Striking bad luck. I will buy or attempt to buy the battery since I really do want to try to get one more reroll for a better item. Wait, there's a coin here somewhere? Yeah, sure. I'll just consider it luck for getting the spirit heart in the from the poop. I mean, at least it's out of the devil room odds, but this is not. My boss room luck isn't bad. I'm getting some solid stuff from that, but my devil rooms are just consistently being like about as subpar as it gets. To a shocking degree. There we go. Sure. No, I shouldn't risk losing the key when I... Okay. There we are. And let's see what we can do here. There we go. Well, at least I got D6 again already. It softens the blow at least a little. Ooh, tinted drop. Nice. Another key. And I got my bomb back. I'm sure. Wait, is this... I think this is Necropolis 1. I hate these guys so much. Yeah, Necropolis 1. Might as well get through it. Ooh, a Mask of Infamy. Yep. Of course, it would be this run that I'd get that. And everything about masks in general are just... I hate. Perfect. Luckily, Mask of Infamy is slightly easier. Slightly being the important term there. Oh, no, you don't. Come on. kidding me? It's like it's explicitly designed to be as slow of a fight as physically possible. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. I mean, at this point, I just gotta use Big Fan. Alright. Deal with the angel, which of course gives me nothing. At least I can force an item out of it, but that's assuming I get a good item. Sadly, this is not the kind of run I think is gonna make Mega Satan shut chances. Just, yeah, I am not a fan of our odds in that department. We're just gonna... Dead Dove is fine. Matchbook, sure, and I need to force it. Okay. We're gonna try our best here. What can we get? Yeah, of course. Not bad. And there we are. Key. I need to speed along. This is going to be a rough boss rush. Ooh, Guppy's collar's nice. I'll take a Guppy item where I can get it. Full health, sure. Nope. Ooh, actually, now it is worth it. I will finish off the last one so I can get back without having to waste a bunch of time. Lucky me. I'm just gonna need to be hyper aggressive on this when I have any chance of getting boss rush. It just had to be Blue Mom. Couldn't just be regular mom for once. There we go. Come on. Heck. We are barely gonna make it. Dark room. Okay. Don't like any of those. Double shot, sure. This is gonna be a real sign that we have gotten good if we can manage to beat everything in this. I mean, luckily I got the full health, so it's not going to be the craziest thing ever, but it's still not going to be easy. Oh, Spirit Heart, lucky. Hurry up and kill carrying clean quick so that I do not have to worry about. Come on, there we go. One end it as quickly as possible, even if it means taking hits. Speaking of which, it might actually be worth intentionally taking some hits just to force the, give us the... Actually, I'll have the red fruit for that, so it'll be fine. full heart? No, half heart. There you go. I would just now have it out of the way so I don't forget. Probably tricked Monstro into going on the spike pit. I'll speed things up a little bit. But specifically Monstro 2. Gish maybe too. I'm not sure if that would work. Probably gonna kill him so fast, it won't matter. Yeah, at least we got boss rush done with, theoretically. I mean, with the amount of extra health I have, it would be a little shocking if I didn't finish it out here. Yeah, you're gonna absolutely abhor having to take on the load again, though. God, I hate that. I do kind of appreciate the setup in this version of Isaac that forces consistency when it comes to, like, how would you put it? What are they called? To boss rush, just because it gives you, in later installment, it's kind of more random sets that decide what your boss rush is going to look like. Yeah, take that in here. On to death. Slowing me down so much. There's that. Come on now. There we go. Now it's just falling ahead of this horseman. Yeah. That and think about it, we actually have a bunch of opportunities to... Well, it's Cricket's head, so we're taking it. Scratch everything I just said. There isn't much better choice than that. Let's see now. Well, odds of us getting another deal are on the lower side, but I got enough damage. I'm pretty confident I can deal with the lamb at this point, so I can't complain too much. Okay. You might as well take coins where I can get them. And there we go. Well. It always bump. I gotta remember that we're going for the dark room. I would be very... I would feel very silly if I screwed up and didn't get to go. Well, yep, there's my deal. Out of the way more than likely, but hey, it'll work out. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Well, it's a slightly more easygoing room than usual. I mean, might as well. Well, when you put it that way, and now I know to go that, and I'm just gonna blow this up. I don't wanna. I've got enough going that I don't have a reason to take unreasonable risks like that. It's even hell. Here we are. Ooh, death. Means Cuban meat, which is not my favorite one to see, but that's what it is. Ooh, oh, actually? I mean, yeah, we'll do this. Yep. Okay, and, well, at least we're guaranteed an item. At the very minimum, we get an item. The prayer card. Yeah. Figures. Well, at least we got a decent amount of health on ourselves. That much we can be thankful for. And what do we got? Yep. Yep. Honestly, I'm probably gonna do the curse room just to see if we can get something out of it. No, we're not. You're not. Oh, no. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, silly of me. I should have been able to know from the map alone that wasn't gonna happen. It's gonna be that way. Compass really is gonna save our butts here, especially for dark room. It's not like the chest. You know, the getting something run changing in the dark room is just not high enough to be worth it most of the time. You get out of here, and perfect. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we got our health back quick. I'm gonna guess this, and I was wrong. Taking that. it's not there. Worth a shot. Now for Liz. And shield. Okay, here we are, guys. For Shoal. I mean, I'll do Cursed Room again. It's worth. Yeah. You shoot enough that that's worth it. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Hey, might as well. Be careful and not screw myself here. Wait on the red chest until I've given up everything. Oh, Dad's key. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end up doing that. I'm gonna at least try out Mega Satan. Damn, I just need to be smart about how I do this. If only I had the wafer. Alright. Now pretty much the only crazy thing. I got Guppy's collar, so theoretically if I get really lucky and get like Guppy's head and I wouldn't want 9 lives, but something similar to that, it would be enough for me to get Guppy. And with Guppy and what I got right now, I'm pretty confident I could be Mega Satan. There we go. It should be pretty straightforward for me to not take damage from this one. There we go. As you can see, my damage is solid. Cricket's head and Pentagram are doing some work here. Go. Not taking that. Okay, let's hope for the best here. Whoa. That is... No. At least we know where the lamb. Oh, the lamb is far away. Right. Honestly, it's a little bit debatable whether we're even gonna have it in us to be the lamb, especially if we keep doing stuff like that. Does not help. Taking on this many fallen ones. Huh? Yeah. Yep. Well, this is going to be... Holy crap. We have a solid. Well, I might as well use the full health here. Damn. That is just... Come on. Oh, that's my bad. Yep. Of course. Give us like a item chest. Ooh, the world. Perfect, actually, yeah. Haunt is absolutely solid in this circumstance. I have the damage to make it a non-issue. Honestly, in my current situation, I would pretty heavily argue, that's great, that my only real the only thing I need to genuinely worry heavily about is this part, like beating the lamb and Mega Satan, so long as I have an okay amount of health, isn't that tough. Tough is dealing with the randomness of possibly getting 2 to 4 bosses. Like 2 gates can be rough. You can lose off of it, especially because... Yep. There's just such a degree of absolute randomness that it is nearly impossible to guarantee not getting hit all the time. Mega Satan isn't looking good, but at the very least... I'm going in. Yeah. At the very least, I'm finishing the lamb off here. There's no way I'm screwing that up. Ooh. So it will indeed do its darndest to challenge me on that thought. Yep, get out of here. How is it surviving? With it taking a lot of hits because of the, there we go. Perfect. Not worth it yet, and I sadly don't think I can. Perfect. Okay. Really? You're not gonna... The fact we didn't take any damage from that is stellar. Okay. Well, time to take on Mega Satan. We'll see how this works out. Honestly, if I can beat Mega Satan like this, that's something to be proud of. Absolutely no guarantees, though. Alright, we're on it. Yep. And there's one of the hands out. there's 2 hands out. Shielded Tears really are a lifesaver, though, for dealing with Mega Satan. There we go. Horseman. One out of the one. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got lucky on that. I totally forgot that was a move. Oh, crap. Go. There we go. This is going to be a close one. Ooh, 4. That's not a good sign. Come on. Ugh, damn it. Our odds are not looking good, but you never know. I'm just gonna... Oh, nope. No, I am not. Take it slow and steady. Good, that's one of these out of the way. Good. Guess not. There we are. Crap. Well, we're gonna have to hope to get lucky. Good. Okay. Oh, and then you, yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying now. Yep. Well. There's no... Oh boy. That'll break through there. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. Yes, okay. On to our last stage. This is a little spooky. Fire. Okay, that's a move. Good to know. That's fine, actually. Actually, very comfortable with that one. I hope he does that more. Big thing is just don't let the laser hit. Don't get hit by the laser. Yeah, I really am getting close. Oh, this. Yep. This one. I have this in my memories. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh, I did it. Holy crap. crap, I actually did it? That's a good time. And this ending, obviously an interesting one. The idea that him going into the box is what turns him evil in the first place. Though that's just one interpretation. Yep. And that gives us Lost poster. Wait, I feel like it should give us something more. Well, I've beaten Mega Satan once at least. We have done well for ourselves. Give me 1 second. I am back. Alright. Let's do an Azazel run. That Isaac run had my brain hurting a little bit. Go for something simple. Ugh. Infestation is not the best, but... And Guppy's head is insanely good. So... You know, you win some, you lose some, but... So long as you win more than you lose, you're in a good spot. Wow. Unless you're just bad, in which case winning and losing is irrelevant. Seriously. I do all that in those other rooms. Like, I beat Mega Satan like that. Which isn't insane, mind you. Like, I'm not gonna say it's some ultimate achievement. I had shielded tears, and that's why it worked out the way it did, but like, even still, that's not easy. Come on, get the good item. Yeah, actually, wire coat hanger is pretty nice for brimstone use. I won't complain about that. Ooh. We will hold off now on the Krish. It's almost guaranteed I'm going to take it by the end. I just don't want to do it when I have a pause. Of course I had to get... There really is nothing worse than getting Curse of the Blind in your second run, or however you would put that. Okay. Or second floor, because unlike every other floor, this is the only one with a guaranteed deal with the devil. At least with every character, and not special cases like Judas. So it just really sucks to get a run going, make it, and then just be like, well, is this item going to be crap, or is it going to be half decent? I really hope I get a health up so I can actually see what's going on. Lunch, perfect. Terrible. But it could have been a guppy item. Or gimpy. Maybe even demon bum. I'm not actually sure if that's able to happen, but I forget if that gets added later. Yep. Figures. Okay. Alright. Well, this has been a bit of a whirlwind. Hopefully I can do boss rush. Then I can just use the fool card to get out quick. But I am still going to take my time going through rooms. I don't want to force things when I don't have to. Sure. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. And let's handle a little bit, just because why not? Well, you want some, we lose some. As I just said a while ago, huh? Gosh. Might as well. I'm not in a place yet where having no health is a good thing. No red hard health. Oh, wow. Well, at least I'm gonna get a shot out of this. Chemical peel. Solid. I'll take damage. Better than some spacebar item that's like maybe marginally better than Guppy's Head, because not many... Guppy's Head isn't like a boss ender, but it really cleans up in regular rooms. Sure. Let's see what we got. 50K? Sure. It's that cheap, you might as well. Oh, that's my bad. Wow. You're getting a lot of shots this go around, I guess. Yep, I deserve that. There we go. Another deal with the devil? Yep. Wow. Let's hope that means this is... It's as good as it gets. Okay, contract from below, sure. Okay, and yeah, I've gotten everything I need. Honestly, you know what would be fun? I'd like a Curse of the Labyrinth. I wish I could see more of those. Like, I really enjoy Curse of the Labyrinth. It's the only curse, in my opinion, that's fun to have. But... just not seeing much of that. It's all the curses I don't like. Well, admittedly, there's also stuff like this. I'm not gonna act like Curse of Darkness is anything, but... I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Wow, come on. You have to be better than this. shock myself sometimes with how silly I play. 3, yeah, you know, that's fair. No, I'm not taking number 1. That will drastically lower my damage. I will take charge 9 volt, actually. It's not bad. And that's all that, so I don't... Yeah. I'm gonna at least try to get to shops and item rooms. Boss rush is nice, but it's not nice enough to make me give up on everything else. Maybe if I'm in, like, final floor to mom boss and I'd need to give something up, I could manage it, but otherwise I'd just be a little silly for doing that. There we go. Thank God for flies. They speed this so much. Something cute? Is that Chad? Wow. They really think I'm stupid. Which, you know, how I've played so far might actually be a valid argument, but it's not fun to hear. No. I'm definitely going to be doing the shop here. You know, the Sister Maggie shot there was pretty cool, I must admit. Seems like things are going to be going that way a lot, so... What? Ooh. Crap. Yep. Okay. Oh, wow. Fortune, the Empress. I'll stick with the Fool for boss rush. Well, crap. I'm very glad I got that golden key. I would be very bummed out had... Oh wait, I can take the mob room now. Cool. Oh, and it's worth it. Very worth it. On. Yep, I hate him. Yep. There we go. Double troll bomb. Woo. Sure. That was just flat out slow reflexes, so even less ability for me to complain. If I had any ability in the first place with how I've been doing. That isn't what I want, but okay. Safety cap. I forget what safety cap is. Maybe it makes it so, like, bad pill effects don't actually harm you? I can imagine that. Oh, the adversary. Wow, it actually managed to do it in a way that... Photo is not bad. And we just need to hope we can get there in time for... Actually, I can just rush to it and do everything else afterwards. So I got 5 minutes, so it's not like it's a super scary. Yeah, I'll still do it just so we don't risk not being able to deal with the devil. Yep. Yep. Playing worse and worse this time. There we go. Wow, that's actually pretty unlucky statistically. I can't take much blame for that, I don't think. Yeesh. Again? Damn. Okay. Ooh, one more. Good. Well, this is looking scarier and scarier due to no one but myself. But that's fine. I've only been playing it for a few days now. Compared to back when I was doing it for several weeks in a row. It's nothing. There's a point at which excuses like that don't feel solid anymore. I've got no other choice, so I'll might as well. I've got time. Thankfully, this thing is actually taking coins at a solid rate for once. Down? Damn. Come on, you. There we go. I'll take Monkey's Paw over that. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, red bomb. Actually. Ooh, dead cat. Hell yeah. Anti-gravity tears is really cool, so I'm gonna take it. And then fool out, because I don't want to deal with that. And infamy is worth it. Look at this. Oh, I love it. Probably not the best thing, but it's cool enough that I'm comfortable with that. Plus, boy, I can actually do some solid damage with that. Oh, hell yeah. Plus now I got permanent full ability. This is where it's gonna get a little harder to work with, but I also got Guppy's head to balance it out a little bit. There's that. We got nothing there to do. Okay. Cool. And be sure. Interesting. Ghosts. There we go. No, not there. Okay. Yeah, it's more fun with regular brimstone, I must admit. But it makes it fun. Plus, I wouldn't actually be too mad about doing a second Azazel run if I do screw this up. Which, honestly, is looking like a possibility. Oh, boy. It's looking like a possibility at this point, considering how I've been playing. Temperance, God. Oh yeah, isn't there another card in here? No. Oh yeah, Monkey's Paw. That's what gave me the black heart. And I should be getting another one. Multiple more, actually. Let's see. Sure. Not what you look for, but... There's a part of me that just wants to agree to never take people like Sister Maggie or baby turrets again. I cannot handle those things. They always just are so terrible. There we go. Okay. Nope. Honestly, I wish we could just get a few golden chest drops at this point. Like, there we go. Oh. Trying to give me hearts, you jerks. You know what that does. Ooh, double spirit hearts would be fantastic. Oh. This is gonna be rough. Let's... You know what? I'm letting the babies do. Oh, no, I am not. They always fail when it matters. Which is a rough thing to say about babies, but in this specific circumstance, I believe it with my whole everything. Double spirit arts will be very lucky for us. Now I just gotta hope I can get one more deal with the devil. Preferably Guppy or something. Oh, howdy. How's it going? Just playing some Isaac. Whoa. There we are. Doing an Azazel run. I have shot myself in the foot so many times, but I am playing anti-grav tears with the mini brimstone, which is pretty fun, I must admit. There. Like, I can't complain too much about something this whimsical. No. Right. And anti-grav tiers like that is one of the best, I would argue, in terms of just having a good time. I mean, it is not a winning strategy, mind you, but... Okay, let's see the strategy. Well, there we go. Ooh, that actually gives me a really good shot at a secret room. I think I might have just missed there, to be honest. 2 double Gemini. Tainted Cane. I don't actually know about that yet. I am playing Rebirth at the moment, and I plan to play the DLC 1 by 1 for sort of a little bit more out of it. I think it's fun going back to the original, because they're all like different games, basically. It just feels like such a solid time to be able to go back to how it was played originally and then go through the different parts of it. Ah, darn. Think I'm gonna take a risk here. Okay, fear shot. Ooh. There's a part of me that wants to... I think I'm gonna take Satanic Bible just because it boosts my health right now, which I need. Anticipating movement in enemies? Yes. I agree on that. Some of the ones are a little harder there. I just wish I did not have the babies. I was unlucky and got it with a blind, like Curse of the Blind, so I can't finish these, so they cause a bunch of problems in positioning. Like, it's shocking how many enemies I've had that I've just gotten screwed over because of the, Yep, there we go. Oh, Teratoma. Genesis, I do not think is. I don't know what Genesis is, so I would assume not. I've beaten... Wow, I actually died there. That's crazy. But, I've beaten Rebirth yeah, Teratoma again. Ooh, but I at least get Monkey's Paw. I've beaten original Rebirth, and I've gotten partway through, the first DLC. However, beyond that, I have not done anything, so I don't think Genesis should be in there, unless it's in the first DLC. But right now, at least, I just gotta get through again. There we go. Last room you were in with new items. No, that is not an item. The only one I know of, I know there's an item like that in the first DLC that lets you just go back to the last room you were in. I know about that one, but I don't know about a Genesis. I feel like I'm being mocked with that. Ugh. Also remember, because I know this changes in later, Goat Head at this point in time is one of, if not the best item in the game. You know what? I'm just bombing my way out of there. Yeah, Glowing Hourglass, that's the one. But, it's, yeah. Ugh. Goat Head is just a 100% chance of getting, deals with the devil. And I'm pretty sure it's just like, what, 50% in later stuff? Holy crap. I'm gonna get one more heart and then I'm taking the D6, because oh my god. That is like insane. Actually insane. Yep, there we go. Come on. Ah. This is why I hate the babies so much, because they change things. But yeah. I mean, problem with... Are you kidding me? Problem with original Rebirth is that angel deals are really risky. They, There are some items that are good, but the vast majority of angel deals are just hot trash, I would argue. Like, I can think of maybe 4 items that are worthwhile, and I don't have the Lost yet, so the other extra 4 that come in after you beat stuff with him just aren't even a part yet. Like, I can think of, like, the Halo, Sacred Heart. Yeah, no, I have Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart is actually base game. But what I don't have at the moment is Godhead, nor do I have any of the Body, the Mind, the Spirit, which are all, of course, wonderful ones. So I'm just kind of at that point where I gotta do that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, perfect. Plan from here on is just going to be to keep re-rolling that Brother Bobby, or at least what at the moment is Brother Bobby, so that I can get a better item and hopefully get lucky enough that what the heck is going on here? God damn. Thank God for Monkey's Paw. That has saved me a few times already. Damage is just not cutting it here. Ah, gotcha. Tainted runs go longer. Or maybe just specifically Tainted Canes. Honestly, even just Gatekeeper runs are... Or Keeper, I think it's called, runs are a lot for me. I was stuck on him for so long when playing the DLC. Oh. I'm playing so terribly. But they keep giving me the only enemy that's like multiples of these enemies that I'm just not capable of handling. It's like shocking. I have to go down a room instead because I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that room easily. Huh. They are, I do agree on that. Some of them do feel really easy in comparison to what you... 4 of these, holy crap. The original characters do feel a lot easier. I mean, Azazel is just peak ease if you're not doing silly stuff like I am. And you're not getting, like, the worst possible collection of rooms for your setup. Like, look at this. It is genuinely shocking that I am getting things the way I am. At this point, I think I gotta use just Ghost Baby and hope for the best. God, what a world to live in when you're relying on Ghost Baby for damage. I am trying to, but if you look at their spawns, they are all spawning in ways, yep, that make that more difficult. But we'll see what I can do. I've got 5 more lives. Like, look at that. All 3 of them are in a position where if I go to where one is, the others will catch it. Nope, that's one. At this point, I think I just gotta go random and hope for the best. I want to go to the chest, or no, dark room. No, chest, but it's not looking good. It is not looking good. I have, See, the irony with this is I beat Mega Satan last run with, like, not the most extreme measures, but it just turned out this way this go-around. Funny how Isaac... Wait, Ghost Baby's tears aren't spectral? Or I guess they are sometimes? Weird. There. Yep. Wow. Well, oh, there's another hit. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Well, we'll have to hope this works out. I'm pissed. You might be looking at Sister Maggie. Oh, yeah, I guess I would. Ooh, Capricorn. Hell yeah. That's actually... I will take an all stats up. I mean, I'm still probably going to end up losing this. At this point, I'm just going to bomb my way through this room at least, because there's no chance I'm getting through this realistically. Ugh. There we go. Hey, finally a room that doesn't screw me over. And hey, maybe I'll get a guppy item out of this. Nope, spiders. Yeah, Sister Maggie, I think probably is what we'll see. As long as it's not those two specific enemies, I don't actually do too terribly. But hey, that's how it goes. I can get some cards. Oh wow, that's lucky. Oh, and that's gonna give me something decent. Okay. Oh boy. It hit me through the... Wow. I don't even... That's okay. Good. Yeah, thank ya. Feel free to come back at some other time if you want to. Have a great night. Oh, gotcha. I thought that was a I am going to bed, which, you know, valid. Yep. There we go. And last one. Yep. Okay, I actually have a chance to beat Mom's heart at least. After that, odds are pretty low, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get up. No. Oh. I'm being messed with. There we go. Kill. Okay. We at least have Cathedral. I'm not doing that. Darn. Ooh, hell yeah. I mean, it's been fun so far. Honestly, it's pretty nice getting to sort of just enjoy this with other people. Oh. Yeah, that's not a good one for me. Death should be fine, theoretically. Question mark. There is some irony to the fact that I managed to get a run that somehow makes death easier than those one of the easier people in the game normally. There we go. Wop, wop. Alright. Another thing is, I feel like I'm getting really crappy luck when it comes to butt penny. Don't think I've gotten that yet. Just not the best luck when it comes to don't start with me. I need to do this room. It's good enough for me to get something out of it, so just need to take it. There we go. There we go. And it's just coins. But, yes, Death is a solid horseman. Honestly, I kind of like Pestilence, even though he is a little frustrating at times. When you don't have flight or anything. I don't know why. I think just the vibe of him just really fits. Like, Death is a little ubiquitous, I guess. He has the scythes and all that, but I don't feel like I'm fighting Death when I'm fighting Death, you know? But Pestilence just... You feel like you're fighting Pestilence. Honestly, I think that if they kind of redid the Horsemen or created, like, Neo Horsemen in later parts, which they might, I don't actually know, that would be fun. Famine is just, yeah. I feel like he also just has by far the worst, like, nothing about him feels like he would be Famine. At the very least, like, War's not bad either in that sense, but, like, Famine just feels like he was made, and then they kind of were just like, yep, sure. Probably like the... Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's where it is. Right, it's just not that good. Or, yeah, Pestilence, but... And yes, it is really frustrating to play at times, especially when you don't have flight, but, like, he feels like Pestilence so much. Like, I think if you were shown his moveset without being shown the character, you would know exactly who it's gonna be. Versus, like... Crap. Yep. Versus, like, I don't think if you looked at... like Famine or even Death, you would be like, ah, yes, that is meant to be Death. You know, it'd be actually really cool if they made like, sure, ultra strong versions for Pestilence. I guess it is a little bit, honestly, weirdly enough, I feel like Pestilence would have also worked for Death. It looks like a just like rotting corpse, so. A little step forward. Oh. Well, our odds of winning this are about nil now, but we can always hope. No. The ultra strong ones, mind you. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, of course. There we go. There we go. And this guy should be simple enough, assuming he isn't dodging everything perfectly. Well, might as well do this while I have something. Well, it's not looking great, but we'll see. Oh, wow. That's lucky. You know what? I kind of want to make a bet and just go for the curse room and hope to God I get something. But I feel like that's... The Beast. I've heard of that. I know I've heard of that somewhere. No. It's basically... Oh! If this gives me an HP up, I will go in the curse room, and maybe I will get lucky. Blue map. Okay. Well, I mean, actually, that's not the worst thing ever, mind ya. Having secret rooms known is not terrible. Wow, my aim is just terrible this go around. Let's just do it the easy way. There we go. Yep. Okay. Gosh. The Beast, huh? Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna. Ooh, speaking of Pestilence. There we go. Yeah, if I had that, this would be Teratoma with... I have a solid chance at beating this. Oh, that makes this all the more painful for when something goes wrong. Yep. Darn. Well, I'm gonna do another Azazel run. Hopefully this time I can have a little bit better luck, or I can just not take something quite that silly. GG's. Hopefully you will see my skill level is significantly better when I am not being forced to guess randomly on enemies that do not have particularly solid pattern set. Oh, well, and there we go. Fair enough. Yes, it is significantly easier. That's why I'm joking about it a little bit, because realistically, I kind of made this harder than I needed it to be. There's that. There we go. And let's see what we can do with this. I mean, packed is enough to already make me enough. I didn't even know these guys could be on this floor, huh? Oh, speaking of famine, like, I swear, nothing about this looks like famine. I guess maybe the fact that he's dry, like it looks like cracked skin and all that. Yeah, I guess it is rare spawn. Alrighty, there we go. And of course, I'm gonna try for a boss rush with let's see what we get. Oh, wow, very lucky. I'm gonna try for boss rush just so I can fool out anyways if I don't think I have the damage. Oh, so there are Ultra Horsemen. Good. I think that is solid of them. Wow, I am getting very lucky. You know what? I will consider this repayment for how last ran me, or my last run was. I've paid the price for dealing with that. Ooh, Judgment. I can... yeah. No, I want to keep the Fool, so I'll just put it in here and see what I can get. Right? No, Infamy is great. I will never be mad about Infamy. Ever. Really? You're thinking card deck? Fair enough. Perfect. That'll make this deal with the devil worth it. Hopefully. Let's hope my luck sticks with that. Whoa. It's unlucky, but should be fine either way. There we go. Old bandage too. Wow, that's really picking up. So yours is good in DLC because of glitch crown and rock bottom. Don't know what the items do, but fair enough. Wow, that's poor. Let's see. Gonna do other rooms as well, just to see if I can pick up some more keys or something. I need to be playing a little bit more solidly here. I can't be making such silly mistakes. Okay. Oh, let me guess. Glitch Crown and Rock Bottom need secret rooms. Is that it? Because I do know of secret room items. I can tell you Rock Bottom, make sure that's only go up. Oh, soy milk, you only get the tiers up. Oh, that's nice. I will ask you to hold off on that, though. I really want to learn everything sort of in time. I don't want to have stuff spoiled too much. I'm fine with some of the basic stuff, like I expected there would be better versions of the Horsemen out there, but I don't want to know anything too specific, so when I get there, it can be a fresh reaction. Kind of looking to have it sort of like when the DLCs first came out and the original game first came out, so people can get a sort of look at it that way. Ooh! Glitched Crown. I will look forward to that then. But yeah, I kind of just want to... Ooh, Devil. I still prefer the Fool. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like... Is Glitched Crown the one that, like... I feel like I've seen that in, like, something or other. Isn't it... Wasn't there, like, a world record for, like, getting a certain number of items, and that ended up having Glitched Crown because it gets you items really quickly? Is that it? Something like that. Okay. Let's see. pentagram. Hell yeah. But, yeah. Choose between items and a pedestal. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, then I basically knew about that one. Not perfectly, but I knew enough. Let's get item room as well. There we go. Not doing that. Oh, hell yeah. 2 clubs. Ooh. Wow. I'm telling you, my luck is off the charts for this run. 2 guppy items already. Though to be fair, I am getting a lot of red chests. Flash, Isaac, you could get brimstone and cursed rooms in secret room? Honestly, I understand secret rooms. I feel like that kind of matches the vibe of the game since brimstone is sort of mark of the devil type stuff. And the secret rooms could be like hiding that, but yeah, sure. Like, it feels weird to get those in cursed rooms. Like, it fits kind of, but it's also just way too strong. Like, I can't imagine them not thinking brimstone is strong, especially with how much effort they put into making it look cool. Ooh, charm tears, nice. Oh, I guess they do, but well, I'm taking Tammy's head. Yeah, that's too much fun not to, especially if I can get up to regular brimstone. But yeah. Chaos. That one might actually be a... Huh. But yeah. Interesting. Oh, chaos. Yes, I think I do know about chaos. That's the one that makes it so any item can be in any room, right? Like, it is no longer specific to specific rooms anymore. I already have seen runs being a fun item. Yes. Gosh. I'm still so trained on the anti-grav ones, I just am expecting my everything to fail the instant I put it out. I'm like, ah, that's not gonna hit. There we go. There we go. What? That could have screwed me over. I'm glad Robo Baby's actually not a problem. Unlike other ones. I'm not for shop just yet. I don't have enough good items in shop to make it worth testing. I only got up to black candle so far. Yeah. Robo Baby indeed. Does he get any better in the DLC? Well, I should probably hold off on asking questions like those if I make it. If I learn too much, I'll just be more boring when I get to them. Oh wow, yeah, that's very powerful. Oh, and I got Angel deals now. It's not bad. Well, that's sad. Bunch of patches, that's good. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up doing a Mega Satan. I mean, why not? Health down, damn. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, not doing that. A dime? Gosh, don't mind if I do. And a golden boot. Hell yeah. The nickel in it. Wow. See, now I need money equals power. Might be a little... To be fair, I might be expecting a little bit too much with that. The fact that I've already got what I've got is pretty solid. There you go. So, Robo Baby 2.0, I think Robo Baby 2.0 is in base Isaac. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty confident it is. Full range shot speed, not really useful to me. Still plenty of time to get through there. But I haven't unlocked him yet. If I'm not wrong, I gotta go through challenges to get 2.0. He is better, and yeah, so much better. Nope, that's fair. If I was to get 3 guppy items through that, that would be a little silly. Oh, sure. Wow. Not having luck. Ah, goddamn. Not having luck with pills this go around. No. Gosh, if I get a golden key, I am set to go. Let's screw myself over there. There we are. And what do we got? Well, that would have been nice to have back when I was... okay. Yeah, at least pills are nice now. These little guys, there we go. Ooh, black candle, yes. So happy with black candle. And, speed up, nice. And, see, that's the thing right now. I know that statistically shops aren't supposed to be that bad, but I literally have had, like, what, like, more than, like, 75% of my runs have only let me do, like, 3 cents or less. Oh, yeah. It's fun getting people into games you like. Isaac is just... It's a little tough to explain to people, but I think once a person actually plays it for a while, they realize it just is such a fun game, even if the lore means nothing to you. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Nah. Oh, that's great, actually. Golden keys are exactly what I need at the moment. Oh, greed fight. I'm glad I used the money when I had it. Ugh. I mean, the lore is pretty straightforward. I just mean in the sense that, like, it might come off as, like, off-putting to some degree to people just because of how, I wouldn't say dark, but just sad the lore is. Like, I don't think people expect a game like this out of a lore like that, you know? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll blow it up. But at the same time, I think there are also a lot of people who've played enough games to just be like, huh, that's a unique way of doing that. Let's see. Ooh, thought I did that. Eh, it's on me. Oh, in a secret room. I'll consider that me getting very lucky for not taking Bob's brain. No chance for that. Yep. To be fair, there are other parts to the lore that are theoretical, like, I think that the idea is that the mom might not have actually tried to use the knife on Isaac, but on the father instead. Because I was thinking of some of the lore tidbits. If you look at the item Tough Love, it's Isaac getting beat up. So there's a part of me that wonders if maybe the dad was abusive. So the mom killed the dad to sort of get him out, and Isaac viewed that as the dad going away. And that sort of prompted him acting in the way or sort of viewing his mom as bad, even though in reality she was trying to protect him, you know? Wouldn't that be, like, The odds of that being the case aren't the highest, but it's kind of fun to be able to, like, guess around and try to get some lore stuff that maybe isn't the most likely, but if it is, adds a lot of nuance to it. There we go. This should be pretty, yeah. And we're going to the chest, so Polaroid. Oh, that's a toughie. I'm gonna get your opinion on this. I know Tammy's head is fun, but do you think D6 would be fun? No, his dad is the kindest character in the game. Interesting. Yeah, which do you think? D6 or Tammy's head? Yeah. Can't not. And I think I'm gonna try to get through boss rush. I feel like I have enough damage. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, might as well. Luck foot. Oh, I should have used it when I had both the items up. I'm silly. Well, too bad. You know, I am playing badly enough. I'm not going to risk it this time. I want to get through the chest. Oh, that might work out. I should double check if my, if there was a battery. Nope, it was a greed fight. But yeah, lore-wise, I'm just not sure on it because, like, Tough Love especially just gives me the vibe that there's, like, something a little bit more going on. Oh, interesting. Did it in the chest, huh? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, what else do I got? Are you kidding me? I am so bad. I am bummed. That is so funny. Ooh, perfect. Yes. Yeah, that is sad to think about, but at the same time, you also gotta think of the, like, Mega Satan, like, flashback, though, because in some capacity it implies that Isaac might even not be dead, but just, like, hallucinating himself dead, but in reality he's just turned into, like, an abuser himself through it. Because, like, the whole point when you look in the chess sequence, there's him, after he finally beats Satan, wins all that, he ends up becoming, like, satanic himself in his own mind, and sort of has, like, given up on trying to be good. Like, that actually would be a solid point to make. Like, imagine if instead of Isaac being hallucinogenic in the sense, well, not, this is all fake, obviously, but instead of it being that he's, like, there we go, that the fakeness is just all of this and that he is dead, that maybe him dying is part of the fakeness, that he thinks he's gonna die in this place, like where he's at, but in reality he survives it, but sadly becomes sort of a cruel person afterwards himself. Let's see. Sure. Yes, he was hallucinating, and that is part of it, so I do know that. I'm just saying, like, imagine if it was that he was also, his own death was a hallucination. Oh, come on. Like, ooh. I mean, it's not useful as low-key toe here, but, because if you think about it through that lens, then, because, like, he's seeing his dead self in the chest, so he thinks he's gonna die there, but maybe him dying is a hallucination itself, and in reality, because, like, a locked chest isn't enough to suffocate you as far as I'm aware. You're still going to get air as long as there's, like, some gaps, and it's a wooden chest. So, I am glad to hear that, though. At least he has one parent who's being nice then. If he's got a nice parent. If the dad isn't abusive. There we go. Oh, good for you. A lot of these. Ooh, mom's wife, that's not bad. But yeah, I just think it's fun coming up without. Use actually enough. Over time, the air starts mixing with the CO2, and you will end up getting. I think it's highly dependent, but like for a wooden chest, it's really rare for it to be that well made that it's enough to like completely suffocate you. But if you think about it more in the sense of him hallucinating, to a kid, it totally, why wouldn't you be able to suffocate in the chest? Not to mention it fits the sort of idea for him as of like suffocation in general, like he's being suffocated in his own home, he can't function. Ooh, looks like I am getting the Mega Satan fight. Oh, come on. But like, I think you could make a solid point that maybe he is hallucinating. Maybe he believes he's gonna die, and because of that, he's hallucinating his dead self. You're making it, that is a solid point. He is a kid, and that can make it more scary, but I mean, just the idea of him being like extremely depressed and imagining himself dead also, I think, holds a little bit of weight to it, and would actually make a lot of sense for the story itself, since it would be, since it would be less of a, I'm not sure, I mean, useless to me, it'd be less of a, just a bit more about how, like, abuse creates abuse, rather than just, like, person is bad, it leads to him dying, you know? But at the same time, your perspective on it is just as, if not more likely than what I'm suggesting. I just think it's fun to have alternate possibilities. Tears up, hell yeah. Alternate possibilities for what it could be, so. Oh yeah. I mean, not as extreme as what Isaac's going through, for what I remember from how he talked about it, but yeah. Stuff like Dungeons and Dragons being taken away from him just because it's devil's stuff. That was definitely a very messed up situation. It's way too common for how messed up it is, I'd argue. Oh, wow. There we go. But yeah. And I think that is the best part about this. I think games that have some degree of, like, telling the artist's story makes it a lot more interesting for these sorts of things, because it's no longer just someone created something to make you feel bad. A lot more. Not to mention a lot of people just don't... A lot of people can have trouble even understanding if they were abused, because a lot of people just see abuse as like, oh, they were just putting me in place, they were teaching me how to be a good kid, when in reality they did it in a way that didn't even need to be done that way. It's rough, but that's exactly why stories like these are helpful, because I guarantee there's a much smaller chance that anyone who's played these games are going to make similar mistakes in the future. I mean, it's still totally possible. I mean, you got people who are very patriotic, listening to, like, Rage Against the Machine, so people are gonna just not understand what they're listening to sometimes, but hopefully people can play the Binding of Isaac and get something out of it. Yes. But, to be fair, there's a reason why in this game, Tough Love is him having so many wounds that he ends up hurting, that he ends up like shooting out tooths with his tears. Tough love can often end up being an excuse for abuse, I'd argue. It's important, and oftentimes the difference becomes very much a whether the child thinks they're being abused rather than a genuine like whether it should be counted as abuse, for most people at least. Like, a lot of people will have their parents like outright hit them or like beat them with a belt, and they genuinely will just see that as them being as that being like perfectly fine, even though I'd argue that probably does cross a line. Ooh, super greed, fair enough. There we go. Use of Isaac might have caused him to do that to himself. I guess possibly, but I think less it's... I'm meaning more in the sense that, like, after all of this is over, he himself turns into exactly... Well, yeah, I'm taking that. I got Guppy now. I'm set to go. But, come on. But, like, the idea is that he, goes on to be a, like, person who hurts others after all of this is said and done. He ends up becoming exactly what his mother was theoretically protecting him from, to show that abuse doesn't actually solve any of that. It doesn't change a person in any fundamental level. It just hurts them. It's just a way to feel better about the fact that you... What the hell? That's unlucky. That the kid isn't acting the way you want them to, you know? Makes for a... Twice in a row. Holy crap. But, yeah. I think it's just a way to consider it. But it could also be, I mean, self-hatred is also a part of that stuff. Oh, something... Oh, yeah. Okay. But, self-hatred definitely is also a part of that stuff, so I guess theoretically he could have... Oh, magic mushroom's amazing. And I have that. I'm gonna go with that. I'll also go conjoined. And, I mean, I'll take these so there's not gonna come up again. Ooh. But, yeah, I think... Oh, Dark Bum is wonderful. And Ares is good enough. But, no. Well, at least I get Spirit Hearts. Ooh, Scapegoat. That is great. Well, but yeah, I do think it would create a little bit more of a depth to the story if Isaac isn't dead by the end. Because I think by having Isaac die, it kind of turns it into abuse kills the kid inside of you, you know? Right? I think that's the best part about it. Like, I think there is a point to be made that sometimes being overly vague with endings can lead you to just be like not feel like the ending was worth it. But I think Isaac perfectly, ooh, hell yeah, perfectly like straddles the line. It's such a great part. Plus, I'm sure with each DLC there's going to be more and more variables added that could justify a different perspective. Rotten Baby is good enough. It's just... I didn't see that. Okay. There we are. Perfect. Not taking D10. I'm bummed with my own inability to not get hit by obvious things. But, yeah. I think... Are you kidding me? I think there's something to just be so loved about games like these. Yes, so vague it's perfect. That's a great way to put it. Right, come on, Dark Bum. This is the best you will ever be, so do your thing. Whoa. Yeah, because they're all him, right? He's sort of... He enjoyed dressing up, and part of it is that he dressed up as religious characters later on. So the idea is that he... I'm not sure if that'd be a multiple personality. I think that might be a little bit of an overreach guess-wise, but sort of the idea that he is imagining himself as different characters to cope with the trauma he's dealing with. Yeah! It's all him! It makes it... Seriously, there's just so many layers to the game. Alright. Okay, we are done with that. I think with this much, we have a solid chance at beating Satan. There we go. We have a solid chance of beating Satan. Like, I'm pretty comfortable in that. Oh, Cricket's body. Perfect. Tears up. Even if the splash damage stuff isn't going to work, but we'll also try for a little bit more just to see if we can get something a little better. Yeah, spiders and flies are setting me up. I'm so happy. I mean, if I can't beat Mega Satan with this, that's going to be real shocking considering I managed to beat him with Shielded Tears and Double Shot, and that's it. I mean, honestly, I was pretty proud of that one. I get that Shielded Tears are one of the best ways to actually handle him, but even still, I don't think I've actually beaten Mega Satan before without some runs like this, so being able to beat him with a less objectively good run and more one that's going to take at least a little bit of work was nice to see. Yep, there we go. The other part I like is the fact that they did not turn this, like, Isaac into something that's, like, ultra-marketed. I feel like it would be... the game would lose a lot of its oomph if, like, they did sort of the stuff you see in some of the horror games nowadays, where they gave every single villain its own plushie or t-shirt or all that. Like, I love the simplicity of it and the focus on the art form. Actually managed to do this without taking damage. Wow, he survived. There we go. Well, I think that's kind of the fun of it. I understand that probably is the case. Abaddon, yes, Abaddon's so good. But, like, I get that there probably are better together. Like, Afterbirth Plus probably is just Afterbirth, but they made it a better version of it. But I think there is value in playing the original just because it lets people see the full experience. Because, like, the way I got into Isaac was, like, Northern Lion Let's Plays. And through that, I got a really hard stuff in it. Oh, yeah, OG. Let's check. It's pretty simple. There's also the Lost, mind you, but I just haven't unlocked him yet. I'm going to do that after I get all the characters done on normal. I will do a Judas run next. But, yeah. So, Isaac, Maggie, Cain, Judas, Blue Baby, Eve, Samson, Azazel, Lazarus, Eden. Pretty straightforward. Oh, really? Samson? Huh. I mean, my favorite is Isaac, just because good times with D6, but out of Isaac, it would definitely be Judas. I love Judas runs. I am very, when it comes to any roguelike, I am very much a damage everything. I always prefer characters where the goal is to do as much damage as possible. Blood Rights is terrible. Okay. But, like, there's just something so fun about the you have to play perfectly, but if you do, you are set kind of vibe. Damage with little... Oh, if I was playing Samson, it would be really good for me. You're right. Make a solid point there. Alright, let's do this. Ew, the haunt. There we go. There we go. Ah, crap. Whoa. And there we are. Okay. Barely made it. And Cat of Nine Tails. Wonderful item. Be a Flash and Lazy Matt Man. I feel like I've heard of someone else talk about him. Isn't the idea that he's, like, at this point, like, insanely good at Isaac just in general? I had another viewer on a different stream mention that he was, like, so good that at times it would feel a little boring because you would always feel like he's going to win with pretty much anything he does. Which, You gotta respect people like that. People who put that much craft into it. Like, such a good time. One of the best players in the world. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, and that's a really great way to get into it too. Though it does, I guess to some degree, it does end up giving you sort of unreasonable expectations for how you can play initially. What the... Okay, I'm not crazy here, right? Like, two self-damage items in a row is a little weird. But hey, it's Judas, as long as I get one solid deal with the devil. I don't know what Dead God does. And honestly, that sounds cool enough. I'm going to want you to hold off on telling me. But I cannot wait to finally be able to get all this stuff and, like, start trying out the later DLCs. It'll take a little time, but I'll get there. Well, that's a Judas run for you. Whoa. There we go. Oh, Spirit Heart. That'll help me out, but I'll save it. Best Bud. Not a fan of Best Bud. Oh, just all achievements. Oh, Dead God. That actually is a really... That makes so much sense for the name for that. Sort of the idea of, like, leave. You've done everything. Just quit. Funny how many games take that sort of Ferris Bueller stance where it's like, it's over. Why are you here? Especially roguelikes. Like, there's an irony to the fact that they push you so hard to get to the point where you've finished everything, but so many of them are like, poke a little fun at you when you actually get done with them. All 3 files. That is respectable. I mean, realistically, I'm gonna be playing for a pretty long time myself. Oh. Gosh. I'm gonna be playing for a while myself just because I need to, I'm gonna have to 100% the game on every version of Isaac. Which makes me happy. It'll give me a lot of stuff to work on. 100+ hours. Are you talking about, like, Rebirth getting 100%? Because it took me, I think, 200 hours, but that was with me having to swap between a lot of stuff at the time due to school. Oh, Repentance Plus, fair enough. 100 hours to get hit Dead God, wow. Yeah, because I got, like, what is it? I'm getting near 250 hours, and I'm still barely got through part of the, original, like, DLC 1. Huh. I figured, like, Repentance Plus would take, like, 500 hours plus or something like that. But even still, like, it's crazy to think we spend as much time as we do on games. Like, especially when you see people who get, like, 1,000 hours into this. Yes! Okay. When people who get 1,000 hours in, like, games like these, or like other similar ones. Yeah, sure. Ooh, very lucky. Perfect. Isaac just is a good time. If you want a good recommendation for another game to play, Enter the Gungeon is a really solid roguelike. And I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if you knew about it. It's a decently famous one, but it is a good time and is like, it's a little bit more movement focused than Isaac, which is something I actually really do appreciate. I really love movement-based games. There we go. Beyond that, if you want something that's I wouldn't say close to Isaac per se, but like close to the way that Isaac fights can often go, needing a lot of precision. There's a game called, what is it? I think it's The Void Remains in Her Heart, something like that. That is also a solid one. It does have a a lot of, like, classical stuff. How's everything on? Yeah, 10,000. It makes sense. I mean, this is a game with near unlimited replayability, which is like a content creator's wet dream. I mean, like, the amount of content you can make out of Isaac, people could be playing it today and still get completely novel runs. Which is crazy to think about. Also, just gotta say, the fact I got Dark, I'm so happy. Oh, god dang it. Oh, there we go. And like, it's not in the sense that, yes, if you play 20,000 hours of it, you are gonna get tired at some point. That is a valid point to make, but like, more so in the capacity, there we are, that like, as a content creator, if you can always go back to Isaac for a while without needing to worry that it's gonna like overdo things for you, and that you can get a run that has a unique set of stuff, even if it's not something that is completely novel to you. Plus, you can always do crazy challenges. Like, you know something I realized? I'm not sure if it's just in Rebirth, but you can theoretically get through rooms just by staying in them long enough. Yeah, I can agree with that. To be fair, I kind of just got tired of Pokemon in general at a certain point. Ooh, and Lord of the Pit. That's a solid combo. But oh, Telltale, sure. But yeah, I'm kind of the same mind of you as you. I think once I get through all of Isaac, all these times, I'll be taking a very long break. I'm not the kind of person who could put 10 to 20,000 hours into this. I am someone who could put, hell yeah. Run and bun, interesting. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I'll do the spiel quick just because I am a YouTuber now, I guess, so, or a streamer, so I think I'm legally required at this point. Feel free to subscribe if you want to check out some more videos, or not videos, but some more streams like this, just to have more of a chill time. Ooh, Beaver's nice. Beyond that, if you... nah, I'm good. If you want to go on more often, I'd also suggest checking out my videos. I've got 2 up. First one kind of just talks about what I plan to do. Obviously stuff like Isaac, I plan to do a lot of roguelikes, but I also want to do music stuff. I've got enough put together to do a lot of mixing and mastering, so I plan to do that with my time. And just composition, all that sort of stuff. And I also want to learn a little bit more on art too. I think it'd be fun to do some art streams where I'm learning anatomy, like color theory, all those sorts of things. Probably music theory too. But beyond that, I have a second video that sort of says the expectations I sort of have for chat, which right now doesn't matter too much, but it is, I would argue later on, if I get more people, will be nice, because I kind of want to try to keep this as a chill stream where it's... I feel like I see so many chats get absolutely crazy when I go onto like live streamers, like they'll just really go insane. But I kind of want a chill chat, one where it's more or less just people hanging out, having fun without thinking too much about anything else. But yeah, pretty much just... I think I want to try to make this sort of my space here in the YouTube world, one where people can kind of just watch and have a good time without having to think too hard. Currently the hardest hack in the world and one of the 100 victors. Chatted this late as to not ruin your spiel. Thank you. Wow, that sucks. But interesting. Hardest hack in the world. That actually makes me a little bit more interested. One of my favorite kind of games are rage games, and I feel like that would qualify. Like, not perfectly, mind you, but it's enough to make me consider that. I absolutely adore, like, getting over it with Bennett Foddy type games, so... it could be a fun time to try that out. But yes. What was that again? Run and bum, was it? Yes, run and bun. There we are. Pestilence not the best, but I'll survive. Yeah, I will have to see on that. I will keep that in mind. Wah! Alright. Whoa. Oh, by competitive Pokemon players. Interesting. Meat solid. Well, I am not taking Demon Baby, so that's off the tables. So I got a solid amount of Spirit Hearts from this. I'm gonna try for Secret Room. That does make sense. I mean, you would imagine that those people would know how to make an extremely hard one that is theoretically beatable. Like, I guess there's sort of a worry in that, because, like, with the Nuzlocke, the whole point is it's randomized to a large degree, right? So if it's randomized that much, wouldn't that make it so that only, like, maybe 0.5% of runs can even go through? Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, don't you start with me. There we are. Twice? That's rare. 3 times. But, yeah, sounds like a good time. So again, if you're looking for a new roguelike to try out, Enter the Gungeon is really solid. It has, basically all the DLC it had was free, and were meant to just be like general upgrades to the base game. So everything you're basically just getting the best version you can get initially. And in addition, I would argue it's just such a beautifully made game. With so many, it has a synergy system as well, although it functions a little differently. Instead of being unsaid, the whole point is that certain items and guns together will just like change the way the guns you have in game actually act, like on a fundamental level. It's a good time. Actually, so underleveled and also have to deal with the moveset that are made for torture, and they have all the best items and stats. Oh! Wow, that would be insane. Like, the amount of luck you would need to be able to beat that must be, like, genuinely unreasonable. So, is the idea that the, like, battles are more like... I wouldn't... not puzzle in the most explicit sense, but, like, the idea is that you're supposed to, like, have strategies for what you need to use to win a battle, or like certain monkey's paw's not bad, certain enemies are pretty much set up to only be okay. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, bum friend, that's great. But yes, that sounds like a good time. I think double hematemesis, that's crazy lucky. Not doing that. But yeah. I mean, you're definitely selling it on me. That is... It's rare for me to... it's my bad. The damage, I did not. But, like, it's rare for me to be interested in more of the turn-based stuff. Turn-based is not the thing that I like the most. Calculator and a sheet of how the AY works. And trainers... Oh, so it's, like, really hardcore puzzle. Something you can, like, theoretically... Oh, that's a fun time. Ooh. Ugh. Gosh, I need to be playing better than this. But yes, that, you are selling it on me. That is sounds like a lot of fun. And it predicts like a human. Oh, interesting. There we go. Okay. Well, that's 2 Spirit Hearts minimum. Yeah, 3. But yeah, That sounds like a good time. I don't know how a predictive algorithm would work in that sense. Be more like, I guess the idea is that like it looks at the way at your Pokemon and looks at the possible movesets it could have and goes, and thus sort of chooses based around it. That is interesting. You would have to do a lot of work to get something like that to work efficiently. What if it's like a outright coded in system, or whether you just had to like one by one like tweak the AI for it to function that way? I'm comfortable with this. I'm just gonna pay. That is definitely interesting though. Huh. Oh, am I gonna get to 200? Please. I need more items. I'm getting bummed out. I will take a store upgrade. That's so nice. And I'll keep it up. Might as well. Oh. Make sure to use Book of Belial. I do not want to miss out on my out there. Yeah. Tears up. Nice. Whoa. That's rare. So it checks the Pokemon when you improve items. It'll check that it in its brain. And when I get out of that, figure out which moves it needs to use. It's all damage extremely or kill. Interesting. Make a note of that. Oh, so the idea is that it doesn't have the prerequisite knowledge necessary to know for a fact what any character is going to be like. And instead, it also has to learn and thus predict based on it. That's cool. I was thinking that was a possibility, but that seems... Well, I mean, of course it has to be. I mean, it literally can know for a fact whether an item is going to be... Or at least theoretically can know whether an item is using a certain item in a circumstance is just going to be, statistically speaking, a better choice. AI prediction, like, is very scary for these sorts of one-on-one battles. Oh. Ooh, let me guess. You intentionally made moves that didn't make sense in the circumstance because by doing so, it caused it to predict moves that didn't work, like, should have worked but didn't. Just due to the circumstances. Actually, that would be a smart way of doing it. Or am I wrong? Did you do it some other way? I'm interested. Finally a more casual run. Pokemon is extremely countered, and when the AI checks it, there. To a Pokemon that hard counters. Wait, how would that work? So the idea is that, like, ooh, boss key might be worth getting. Oh, that hard counters there. So, like... Oh! So, the idea is that you will intentionally choose. Gotcha. So, you'll give them choices that theoretically should be the best, but then switch to something that actually doesn't work on. Okay. I know. Is it like some of the abilities that, like, they can gain health from if a, like, water-type move is used against them? Those kind of stuff? 'Cause that would make sense. Don't know too much about Pokemon though, so I'm not completely aware of how those things would function. Or is it more so that you just did whatever it, oh, that's not, whatever it took to sort of get a good matchup for a little bit so you could use a solid move on them? Oh, okay. Interesting. Whoops. Gosh, I'm getting so fast, I'm losing control of myself. But yeah. But that could also be a fun thing, like intentionally knowingly using like inefficient moves for the sake of, or even inefficient items that have certain synergies in a way that the AI can't predict. Ooh, that could be fun. Honestly, you really have sold me on this. I might have to go for that. We will see. Using your brimstone, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I'm generally aware what you gotta do to get ROMs on most of that stuff. Ooh, is that just... Do I have Guppy now? I have Guppy now. Wow. Lucky me. Telepills, bombs are key. Yeah, that's not worth it. Okay. This run's gonna go well. But yeah, Pokemon Emerald ROM. Got it. We'll keep that in mind. Alrighty. Matt Man saying is, I am Guppy, I'll be fine. I am Guppy, I'm invincible. Yes. Me and him are on the same wavelength. Guppy is just the best in every possible capacity. Like, literally, it is... I have to ask, is there ever a transformation that's better than Guppy? Because I can't imagine there being a transformation that's better than Guppy. Like, genuinely. I feel like any transformation, just fundamentally, Guppy has too good of it. I would have liked to see that too. I actually really hoped there would have been a cricket transformation. I at some point in the past, I looked up transformations just because I was curious and noticed it wasn't there, and I was so bummed. Because, like, just imagine one that makes it so, like, maybe Cricket's body works a little bit better. So that, like, it'll splash, like, 3 or 4 times instead of just 2. Maybe you could have, like, a Cricket's tail or something that has an extra effect that gets, like, buffed. That would be so much fun. It is one of the things with Isaac, like, realistically, they could put in a dozen more major updates, and theoretically, it would still probably not make the game feel overdone. Which is crazy to think about. Like, how many games can say that? That, like, they could have 10 new updates, like, major game-changing updates, and people would still probably not only buy it, but rate it even higher because of it. Well, excluding live service. Like, you become Cricket the dog and use it would be insane. Oh yeah, Cricket's a dog. I always forget that. Not to mention it would match well with the whole Guppy thing, yeah. Honestly, I'm with you there. Cricket would be a good time. Here we are. Gen X Potato. Oh, what's that? Oh, are those games you've played before? You've played, like, Enter the Gungeon? Oh, what? Where did I get the health from? Weird. What? There we go. Oh, yes. Yes, I fully agree with you. I might push back a tiny bit on Enter the Gungeon. Like, it's just gone for so... Like, the spot that it's at right now is really solid, and I think unless they added like something that fundamentally changes the game, like maybe an entirely new map system that takes you fully down, I don't think just an update alone would be, like, more items alone would be enough anymore, you know? Like, oddly enough, I think in that capacity, it's managed to outdo Isaac just in that I think it is as close to a perfect version of itself as it can get. Partly just due to it having a little bit more restrictive style to it. Yes! Enter the Gungeon. 10 out of 10, I would recommend it anytime. Like, it, generally speaking, I would suggest any movement-based roguelike that has solid movement to be good. I mean, another one, if you want to try something that's a little change of pace, Risk of Rain 2 is godlike in terms of just how, like, it functions. Ooh, for Babylon, I will do that. Ooh, Celeste. Oh, you played Risk of Rain 2? Good. It's a solid game. I think the DLC for it are a little bit of a letdown, to be quite honest, but, like, base game is still good enough that I'm happy with it. Oh, man. Get a Spirit Heart out. Oh, yay. Cellar. Oh, yeah, Risk of Rain Returns. I've played it a little bit. I haven't found as much fun in that. I have a little bit more trouble with a lot of 2D roguelikes. Like, I like more the 2.5D style of this sort of stuff. And yeah, but yeah. I also have played Celeste, but I haven't gotten through it. That one just so happened that during when I got it, I had too much stuff going on to reliably get through it all. Ugh. There we go. Ooh, small rock. Nah. I don't think so, no. That is in later DLC that you get HUD settings, sadly. But it's part of the beauty of original Isaac that it's a little less forgiving in that sense. Doesn't let you know as much. I mean, might as well. And I got Hemademesis. That is as the perfect answer to what I... yeah. Oh, crap. I don't have Core Babylon state anymore. That was a mess up on my part. Well, I should be able to use deal with the devil to get a last one out. I like that's just kind of cute. Yeah, it is quality of life. You are correct. But I guess my argument there would be that sometime, like, in the same way, a lot of what happened in Rebirth was quality of life compared to Flash, but I don't think that means that Flash is objectively worse than Rebirth, you know? I feel like quality of life is good, but that doesn't... certain degrees of friction within gameplay actually can be nice. Like, having the game start out being sort of mysterious and you have to figure out things for yourself, and then as you get better at the game and put on more DLC, you get more stuff out of it. Oh, Flash is buggy now. Huh. Fair enough. But, yeah, I think, like... Actually, I watched an interesting video on it. It's by a guy called Yakko CMN, who kind of talked about how game remakes, and I guess remasters to some degree too, are a little bit problematic currently, just in the sense that they sort of take away make the original games get treated as if they're not worth anything anymore. Like, you know the whole Yakuza series? I've never played it myself, but do you know that it's impossible to get the original Yakuza anymore without using a, like, ROM hack or something? You can get a remake of it, but the remake is, like, 60 to 80 bucks. It's crazy. So just, like... pretty much it just talks about how, it also talks a little bit about, like, Persona 3 remake, and how the guy didn't hate it, but well, he just had some fundamental issues with the way it does certain things and treats certain aspects. Let's see. Yes, perfect. And permanent or Babylon state. That's as good as it gets. I'll keep. But yeah, it's a like it's crazy to think that a game that has so many fans, the majority of those fans are never actually gonna play the original. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. Oh, a full-on site. Yeah, that would be a good time. For some reason, I thought you said streams, because I recall you mentioning you wanted to start doing them. That'd be a good way to advertise it. Just being like, hey, come to the stream. We're gonna try a bunch of old ROMs that you can't get, that are, like, tough to do. So even if you yourself don't want to download a ROM, you can do it. It can be tough. Plus, depending on where you are, it can get legally a little worrisome, too. You need to be in the right spot. I think, like, Sweden has some pretty solid stuff that allows that, but can't say for sure. There we go. In the US, it's not that big. That's fair. I mean, I can't say for sure. I just know that there have been some cases in the past. Plus, you always get have the worry of like the Spotify deal where they sort of intentionally give you an absolutely unreasonable one to try to scare other people out of doing the same in the future. Oh, what's ISP again? I don't actually recall what that is. Capricorn is worth it, even if it takes off. Permanent Horror Babylon. Damage in Tears is good enough. Internet service, oh yeah. To be fair, there have actually been some hits to those sort of things. Like payment providers have gotten some pretty serious hits recently law-wise after they were trying to take like intentionally denying service to certain people just based upon them not enjoying the kind of content they were putting out, but it wasn't like illegal or anything. Sure. There we go. So I would not be surprised if there is a little bit more pressure on them nowadays to like not overdo things, I guess. Because there's nothing companies like that like less than being directly told they're no longer allowed to do something. Do know my way around it through VNS memory. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a little outside my wheelhouse, so I can't say too much on it, but honestly, I think you go for what you enjoy. I mean, make sure you aren't scamming anyone in the process, or at least any normal people, not like CEOs can go fuck themselves, but so long as you're making it so more people can enjoy it and are getting a good time, I see no reason why you shouldn't go for stuff like that. I think that's a wonderful way of spending your time. But you're functionally being a historian for a form of art that has a lot, again, with things like mastering, things like remakes can often lead to companies intentionally giving up on older properties. Hiding yourself from your ISP to not have yourself monitored. Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. Eh. I mean, again, it's outside my wheelhouse just enough. I probably won't understand it perfectly, but that's a good explanation. I get that now. Oh, oh wow. There we go. Hell yeah. I'm not taking serious, so I'll keep Goat Hoof. But yeah, it's always a cool time getting to sort of work on stuff you love. Ooh, actually, ooh, it's a bunch of terminal shenanigans or VPN if you want to do it quick. Oh, gotcha. But actually, I do actually have a recommendation. Do you happen to have the Flash? Oh, I forget exactly what it's called. The thing designed for to play Flash games now. Flashpoint, I think it's called. Chest time. Oh, actually, there's I will literally look up the name because I've used one and it has worked perfectly fine for me. I think it's called Flashpoint, but let me double check quick. Like Flashpoint Infinity or something? Yes, I think it's Flashpoint Infinity. So it works really well. At least it's worked well for me so far. And it has like thousands of Flash games, a bunch of the really old and just nostalgic ones. But ew, that's a pretty crappy set. I was like when it came out with the files, hell yeah. But so one that I would a Flash game that I would recommend if you do end up getting Flashpoint Infinity is a game called Kinpira. It would be Kinpira. It is so much fun. It's hard to describe, but it's one of those games that as a kid completely reshaped the way I thought about just games in general. It's a Japanese game with basically the whole point is that you get to you could say it's like a really old ancestor to some of the still thinking how I even put that. Second 9 lives? Would have been fun. But basically, the whole point of the game is that, you pick up items, and you have a strength meter. Every time you pick up an item, which you have to, mash the keyboard, Z button for, you get more strength, because you've lifted more, and thus you've trained more. With the idea being that, early in the game, you're barely able to pick up anything, and you have to make a lot of, smarter decisions on how you function, and enemies are, very difficult to beat. But as you get bigger and bigger, things start changing on a fundamental level to where you're literally picking up what used to be the background for you. A mountain that you couldn't cross, you can instead just pick up the entire mountain and throw it. Such a good time. And it when I was younger, it just completely changed the way I saw these kind of games in the first place. I loved it. It's so fun. You go from having to go through these interesting settings to literally tearing the entire settings apart to 100% the game. And it has a secret end special stage I won't spoil that's also personally I think was really interesting and cool to check out. No, not doing that. Oh, golden key. Wow, that's perfect. It's such a fun game. I cannot properly put into words just how enjoyable I find it, at least. Plus, the music is just... It's not good, but it is unforgettable. Unforgettable. I would absolutely suggest it if you want to just do it, like, for a while. And what I would first suggest is when you get the DLC, make sure to save your save file. Ooh, yes, I probably should do that. Another important point, I would start intentionally playing the game to try to get through levels with as little strength as possible. I think the game's most fun when you go through all the settings without being super overpowered in terms of your strength, because then it forces you to sort of play around it. And then you can save the, like, re-go through all the levels once you've got way too much strength, and you just completely... It's just a whole different game. It goes from being like a, I wouldn't say strategy, but more of an action game that, like, you have to be at least semi-thoughtful to just an overpowered fantasy type game. So fun, so fun. There we are. Interesting. Unironically, I would be willing to, well, I mean, why not? I would be willing to pay so much money if a Kimpura 2 ever came out. It's just such a wonderful time. If it isn't too E? Oh, yes. The knife. Everyone's favorite. And I mean, Guppy Knife, too, is just silly. Is it not working? Oh, that's interesting. I broke it. Guppy's not working with the knife. That's funny. Matter it's working really slow. Interesting. Must be a Rebirth something or other. So, I thought I already had Mr. Mega. Weird. Maybe a different run I did. Well, it seems to be working. Just a little random, I guess? Weird. Curse. Yep, there we are. Alrighty, this is probably going to be my last one for the night. I've got work to do on some other stuff in addition, so perfect. We'll let the ending go through, sure. When you move to ABA Plus and onward, I will be setting up a mod collection for... Sure! That would be fun. Yep. Alrighty. The end. Did I not get something for that? What the hell? You saw that, right? I finished the chest with Judas, but it didn't actually give me anything. That's a little odd. Huh. I mean, probably it'll just be the next one. It probably will just be next floor. Like, I gotta beat one more floor and it'll let it through or something. But, I do not have an allotted stream schedule. Currently, I'm pretty much the majority, not the majority, but a solid amount of my time is spent taking care of a family member, older family member. So, things kind of bend around that to some degree. It'll usually be around 8 or after. Well, that isn't really useful. Oh, like, yeah. So, it's gonna be pretty random, but at the same time, don't ever feel like you gotta try to get into everyone. Just come whenever you can. Yeah, I think it's a lot more fun when it's just vibing, like coming in every once in a while, you know. Well, alrighty, I'm gonna finish out this stream. That would, yep, that does make sense. Summer is a time for kind of just relaxing, at least hopefully. Okay, well, it has been great chatting with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, I hope to see you again some point. Later.